totes. Try and squeeze these in. Race number 4, Sydney. Leave it there, in fact, off Caulfield.
Came away in a good line, although this favourite Port Watch not brilliant away again today. He's picking up speed. Elegancy first out now from Rebels travelling forward, and then over on the inside Pearl Prince. It's now second now. Further back in the race, Coal Tar, Prior Engagement, Calypso. Then tomorrow, Rebels now drifting back a little from Trip Peter, followed by Prime Address, Native Zam, and well back Silver Neon. They're followed by Arbonne Rouge. Second last in the race is Grey Alex and Toil last of all. Elegancy out by 2.5. Coal Tar second on the outside of Pearl Prince. 1.5 Port Watch went up fourth. Tomorrow fifth now from Calypso, Prior Engagement, Prime Address. Try Peter and further back Native Zam and then Rebels. 2 further back Arbonne Rouge. A gap in the race. Centre Grey Alex, Silver Neon and Toil. Around the bend, Elegancy off the fence in front now from Coal Tar. The outer over on the in and out. Pearl Prince going through. Pearl Prince got up on the inside, hit the front from Elegancy. Then Coal Tar. 2 further back down the centre is Port Watch. And wider out, Rebels is going to get the last crack at them. Pearl Prince over on the inside with Elegancy, Coal Tar. A gap then to Rebels and further back then Calypso. Pearl Prince in front with about 100 to go from Elegancy and Coal Tar and Calypso. And Pearl Prince scores for about a length and a quarter Elegancy. Third is Coal Tar. Behind them Rebels and Grey Alex got to the outside and flew. Just behind those is Calypso. Further back Prime Address from Tri Peter. Then Prior Engagement, Native Zam, Silver Neon. Well back Arbonne Rouge with Tomorrow. Port Watch didn't finish it off, and near the tail end is Toil.
Winner number 12, Pearl Prince, $40.80 and $8.60. 5 Elegancy, $2.90. 9 Coal Tar, $2.50.
Number 12 there, Pearl Prince to return $22.40 and $5.60. Number 5, a second Elegancy to return $1.55 and 9 Coal Tar to return $1.40. Correct weight Adelaide, 4:14.33 was the time in Adelaide on the numbers 473.
Pearl Prince quickly settled up second in the run. A horse has got plenty of quality on his day. It's just a matter of finding him. He is known, of course, on soft ground. Has got out to about $44 on the tote, so there wasn't a bean for him here today. But he's won first up this afternoon, number 12, Pearl Prince, ridden by Brian Werner.
Right, 12.59. There's
Triple S, the good sports.
Rosehill Gardens, 1:08.62. Joanne is the race record holder here for the Premier. And she won it twice, running 1:9.31 when she won it the first year in 1991.
Margins Queen being a half neck by a half neck a half, 1:28.38 the time on 465.
Starter on his stand. Brawny Spirit has the inside. Racing now, that was a perfect start. And Brawny Spirit on the inside, hunting through to go to the lead narrowly from Avulsion. Light Up the World right up there, and so too is Rimsky. A couple of lengths Victoria Park. Auntie Mary on the inside, 3 lengths to Flitter and a length and a half My Diamond Rouge. Going down past the 800, Brawny Spirit taken on by Rimsky. Avulsion on a limb, Light Up the World is 4th. About 2 lengths to Auntie Mary on the inside of Victoria Park. 5 or 6 lengths to Flitter and 2 lengths to My Diamond Rouge. This is the order down to the 600, and Brawny Spirit leads the way about a half to 3/4 of a length on Rimsky. Light Up the World a handy third. Well, it's been run to suit the mare from Avulsion, Victoria Park, Auntie Mary, Flitter, and last of all as they round the corner, My Diamond Rouge straightening up and Brawny Spirit inclined to hang. Light Up the World going up on the Victorians inside to get within a neck of him, and they've put 2 lengths on Victoria Park down to the 200. Light Up the World doing better than Brawny Spirit, and as they come to the 150, Light Up the World raced away from Brawny Spirit, Victoria Park, and then Flitter and My Diamond Rouge, but she's a classy mare. Light Up the World, My Diamond Rouge flying home, but Light Up the World, Light Up the World, a brilliant winner from My Diamond Rouge, Flitter or Brawny Spirit for third, and then Victoria Park, Auntie Mary, followed by Avulsion, and last of all was Rimsky.
9 Light Up the World started favourite on the Super Tab. $1 for the win, 55 for the place. Number 2 My Diamond Rouge, $4.50 for the place. And for third, 7 Flitter at 1 even, or 1 Brawny Spirit, 65.
Rouge ridden by Gran Cooksley, $6.40. And the issue close for third, wide out 7 Flitter. She gets third, $2 if it's number 1 Brawny Spirit at $1.20. Well, they went along at a cracking speed. I'll be interested to see the time, and she had a lovely, lovely run. Light Up the World. Rimsky tackled Brawny Spirit, didn't get things his own way, Brawny, and Light Up the World with that cosy run. Brawny Spirit hanging as they straightened up. Light Up the World cruising through on the inside. Di not having to spend much petrol on this quality mare, and she's raced away and scored well. 9, 2 and 7 are the official placings. Number 9, Light Up the World, Shane Dye, at a $2 win towed in New South Wales, $1.20 the place. Number 2, My Diamond Rouge, G. Cooksley, second, $6.40. Number 7, Flitter, ridden by Glenn Boss, third, has paid $2 even. 9, 2 and 7, the officials. The 4th went to 1, Brawny Spirit, and the 5th was number 6, Victoria Park. She's had 12 starts prior to today now, 13 starts, 7 wins, 3 seconds. Now, what time has she clocked? 1:08.97. Wacko. 1:08.97. Here are margins, 2.5 lengths, a long neck, 2.5 long neck. Sectional 34.71, 34.71. That's a new race record. She's clipped the previous time of Joanne's, 1:09.31. This mare's gone 1:08.97. So she's now not only the course record holder for 1200 here at Rosehill Gardens, but the race record holder for the prestigious Premier Stakes. Great mare, Light Up the World. And I wonder whether the Smith stable, or Waterhouses, and Mum and Dad, of course, the horse is raced by Mr. and Mrs. Tommy Smith, trained by daughter Gay, by Rory's Jester from Christmas Spirit, Baymare for Shane Dye. I wonder whether they might decide to keep the horse racing to distances up to 1600, but not further than that.
Correct weight Queanbeyan, weights right Queanbeyan.
And Rouge got home nicely by pre-Catalan from the Hullabaloo, Neil Campton, Grant Cooksley, so he's come back in fine fettle. And the 3rd horse came home well, Flitter. She's not really been known as a first upper. She's by Bluebird from Kiwi Magic, Max Lee's Glen Boss. Brawny Spirit given no piece, but was found wanting over the last 150 metres. Quinella, $59.80, Exacta, $75, the trifecta, $333.70.
More from there in a moment. Let's update Adelaide. 25,000, 23,962 selections. 3rd Belmont at 425 off Melbourne.
Blazing Aces, Mr. Untouchable left the machine well. Ferret bounced quickly with Gentleman Jack. Further out, Temperate Pug. Fatherly Advice is easing back now. Papal Monarch wider on the track from Val d'Isere. Further out, Amphitryon Unsolved just off the rail, and last of all, Tour Lord. They are in a bunch going up the back, though. Temperate Pug working around the outside with Gentleman Jack, and Temperate Pug on the outside, and Gentleman Jack, the stablemate, together. A length in front now from Blazing Aces, 3rd, 4th in the race then. Came Mr. Untouchable and Papal Monarch's 5th, but out 3 deep. A length and a half, Fatherly Advice on the inside of Ferret. Val d'Isere is tracking out a little wide on the outside of those when they come down the side, and Amphitryon 4 deep. 2 or 3 to Unsolved and Tour Lord last of all. They go down the side. 950 out now, and Temperate Pug. 3/4 Gentleman Jack, and pulling its way, Mr. Untouchable went up 3rd out wide. They dropped the speed. 4th is Blazing Aces, followed by Papal Monarch tracking wide around Ferret. Fatherly Advice is coming off the fence, getting up inside Ferret now. 2 lengths to Amphitryon, Val d'Isere, followed by Unsolved and Tour Lord last of all. Temperate Pug in front. They've gone to the 600-metre mark, about 3/4 Blazing Aces. On the outside, Mr. Untouchable. A sprint home coming up now, followed further back by Fatherly Advice, trying to get clear. Then Ferret, further out, Papal Monarch. Gentleman Jack, Val d'Isere, Unsolved is a long way back, 3rd last when they turn for home around the turn. Blazing Ace has got the run through, grabbed the front, but out wide, Mr. Untouchable, Papal Monarch. Further back, Fatherly Advice under pressure, but driving through in the middle. Mr. Untouchable out deep with Papal Monarch, and Fatherly Advice getting up in the centre. Fatherly Advice has got through. Val d'Isere back to the rail. Fatherly Advice hit the front, draws clear from Val d'Isere and Papal Monarch and Fatherly Advice. Fatherly Advice gets the prize, a length on the line. 2nd is Val d'Isere, a nose. 3rd, Papal Monarch, and Flying Unsolved for 4th. Further back in the race then came Mr. Untouchable. Behind those, Tour Lord out wide, warming up at the end from Ferret. Then Blazing Aces from Temperate Pug, Amphitryon and Gentleman Jack.
Number 8, Fatherly Advice, 350 and 160. 2 Val d'Isere, 250 and 5 Papal Monarch, 250.
Super Tab 8 Fatherly Advice to pay 185 and 80. Number 2 Val d'Isere 145 and 5 Papal Monarch to return 125. Okay, we'll go back to Melbourne to check further details there shortly. We have more totes coming through. And these are for race number 6 on the 4:30. Just about set now in Sydney. Here is Ian Craig for the Grey Stars Handicap.
This is race 7 from Rosehill Gardens. Racing now, and immediately dropping off all morning, and the same for Legal Lady and Big Matt, the favourite, straight to the lead from Colonial Grey. A length away, third Liquidance, Fog handily positioned. After one further back in the field is Strike It Right making ground. A length and a quarter then to Urang Sir, followed by a Luke Court, Kalahari Sands, and then Charmed Life on the inside. Danuna's whizzing around the outside from Carolina Kid, and a good margin off Classy Fella, followed by Wandanong. Legal Lady second last and all morning is the trailer down the side at the 700. And here Liquidance on the inside, a half-length Strike It Right with Big Matt punching up to make a line of 3 on the inner. A link Colonial Grey around Fog, who's travelling fifth, then Urang Sir and Danoon, Charmed Life, a Luke Court. A gap Kalahari Sands, followed on the extreme outside next by Carolina Kid, Classy Fella. Good margin, Wandanong, Legal Lady and all morning, straightening up in the Grey Stars and Big Matt. And Strike It Right is hanging to the centre of the track. Fog, a mile of room to come through. Danoon running a race, and Charmed Life getting right up on the inside from a Luke Court and Carolina Kid. Big Matt just the leader, Charmed Life the inside, and Danoon grabs Big Matt, Charmed Life the inside. The three of them are going to the line. Big Matt just in front, the big fella's home. Big Matt, a dogged performance to beat Charmed Life and the Grey Stars. Danoon has run third from Kalahari Sands, Fog every hope. Then Strike It Right hung badly in the straight from a Luke Court, Classy Fella, Carolina Kid, and then Wandanong, Urang Sir, followed by Liquidance, and then came Legal Lady, followed by Colonial Grey, and Absolute was all morning.
Great effort by the local. 5 Big Matt, 150 to win, 70 to place. Number 13 Charm Life to return 320, and 9 Danoon to pay 260.
Forward on. Number 5 Big Matt, ridden by Matthew Carl, is first. Gee, that was now I think of it, topical tip, wasn't it? Matt Carl riding Big Matt. Number 5 has paid $3 even and $1.50. Number 13 Charmed Life got right up on the inside. Dan Beasley was showing it $8.70. And number 9, Danoon, looked as though he might beat them all at the 200 metres. Darren Beedman, he just died on his run in the last 50 to 100, $5.30. Standing by for the official placings, the winner will be number 5, Big Matt, by Air de France from Mataz, trained by John Morrissey, 5:13.9 official, 5:13.9 official. Yeah, trained by Johnny Morrissey. That's a double for John today, one with Madison Point in the third. And, of course, training in Canberra. And J. Chaitau, C. Lang, A. Della, John Morrissey himself and R.J. Marsh have a share in this 5-year-old grey gelding, who's only had 6 starts, 4 wins and 2 seconds, and his 5 starts prior to today, all on the Canberra track. And it's been well documented, bowed both tendons, and at his first Sydney run, at his third run back for over 12 months, he's been able to put up an outstanding performance to win by a long head officially, with a short neck between second and third. A long head, a short neck. 1:16.33 the overall time. 1:16.33 the Smash Your Poppers race record. That was on a dead track though. 1:17.82. 35.08 was the sectional time. 35.08. Big Matt first, number 13 second, Charmed Life by Sir Tristram Royal Acclaim, Graham Begg, Dan Beasley, and 9 third, Danoon by Senchai from Felicia, Grey Gelding 4, S. Adkins, Port Macquarie, Darren Beedman. Officially fourth, 8, a Luke Court. So Queensland, your official fourth for your pick 4 is number 8, a Luke Court, and number 4 ran fifth, and that was Kalahari Sands. The disappointment with a capital D, Fog. Quinella, $54.50. Trifecta, $2,134. And the exacta, $85.20. And here's the big fella, Big Matt, returning after his dogged win in the Grey Stars. Here's another big performer.
Well, big, not as good a performer as Big Matt, though.
Well, you haven't bowed both tendons, have you?
No. Race 7 at Morfordville. No.
Hey, we'll look at that on